What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another vlog here in the state of Pennsylvania, because we're at Hersheypark today, one of my favorite places on the planet. I cannot wait to be back here. It's actually been quite a while since I've been to Hersheypark. Last I came was 2021, and last I rode Sky Rush, my favorite ride here, it was 2020. So it's been a fat minute since I've been on Sky Rush, and I am just so excited to experience everything the park has to offer. In addition to Sky Rush, you have the new Wildcat's Revenge, the park's RMC that they just got. Driving in, I mean, it just looks so awesome. I can't wait to ride Wildcat's Revenge. If it's like any of the other RMCs, I'm sure I'm gonna love it. I can't wait to get back on some other favorites. Fahrenheit, Storm Runner, Candemonium. This park really is locked and loaded. They have possibly the most complete coaster lineup in the world, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more as we get inside. As we review all the rides today, I really wanted to think about that question: is this the most complete coaster lineup in the world? Because I think it very well is in the cards. What are you thinking, Josiah?
I'm just excited to be back here. I was here actually 3 days ago around this time, or 3 years ago around this time, so seeing this all looks really good, and Wildcat's Revenge just right off the bat looks fantastic over there.
It really does.
Very excited.
You can't help but get all hyped when you're looking up at the skyline. As an enthusiast, you see coaster track flying everywhere. Candemonium, Sky Rush, Great Bear, Storm Runner, Fahrenheit, Wildcat, all in this row of just massive track. It's just fantastic looking. Are you ready to be back?
I am ready to be back.
It's been so long since we've been here together.
Skyline looks amazing. I'm so ready to get in there, get on Wildcat.
It's gonna be awesome.
Good day.
Are you ready to are you Hershey happy?
So ready. I'm so ready to have a Hersheypark happy, amazing day.
This is so cool. Look at this. And before we get inside, I do also want to thank Hersheypark for providing us with complimentary admission today. We really do appreciate it. It makes the day great for all of us, especially because this is one of our all-time favorite parks. It's great, and you guys have done so much to make our visit today great. So let's head in. Let's enjoy some coasters. Hershey friggin' Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I cannot believe I'm back here. Cannot wait for today. Here's the entrance. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And also, over here is the Chocolatier restaurant. We're gonna be checking that out today at 4:30 p.m. and I cannot wait to go. I've heard really good things about that. Oh my God, look at that. It's so beautiful. I can't believe it.
This is crazy to me.
Oh my God, I love this park so much. It's so good to be back. Almost every element surprised me.
That was
really great. That was amazing.
The airtime, it was shocking.
That was shockingly very aggressive.
Oh my God.
Like
that last
airtime hill.
That was insane.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
That was better than I could have ever expected.
That was better than I expected.
Oh my gosh. That was definitely up there for RMCs. That was amazing.
That went so crazy. That went insane.
That was so impressive.
Good.
That was much better than I expected. It's an incredible RMC. And I was expecting going in to be a solid mid-tier RMC. Not a bad thing. It's just when you have so much competition, that was so good.
That was awesome.
I was so impressed.
Blown away.
Oh my God, bro, that was insane.
RMC does not disappoint, dude.
Blown away.
I was very impressed.
Most unexpected RMC ever, besides Air Force. That was so good.
The thing I loved so much about that ride was it had a ton of variety. You had great traditional airtime hills, like that one straight camelback. You also had tons of awesome inversions, and I think every inversion on that was like really enjoyable, and a couple of them really surprised me, like that second to last inversion. It was a roll that kind of launched you out of your seat a little bit going into the element, so you got airtime the whole way through. The sideways airtime was incredible. The stall was fantastic. Every element really did hit, and I did not expect that to be the case.
So good. And again, similar to our other trips, I don't watch POVs beforehand. I hadn't even seen what the layout was like. Incredible ride.
And that was one of the first times I actually also did not spoil the layout for myself. And there was a lot of surprises on that. And the last two airtime hills into the brakes were also amazing. Super, super powerful. Down to it, I think that coaster was just more aggressive than I ever expected.
I agree completely. It was not tame at all. It was very aggressive.
It's up there for RMCs. It's an amazing ride.
It's up to your RMC in my book.
I definitely don't think it quite comes close to Skyrush for me. However, I will say, Josiah, for people like you that maybe aren't as favorable towards Skyrush, you now have an incredible #1 coaster at the park.
Yeah, this probably would be a #1 here for me. Definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then for people like us that do love Skyrush, we have 2 elite coasters.
Facts.
This is probably
Best park ever,
one of the best 1-2 punches in the world.
The whole thing, so good.
I was expecting the middle to easily be my favorite, but honestly, the whole thing was just incredible. I'm really impressed, and I can't wait to ride that more later. That's an amazing ride. Up next, it's time for the most polarizing coaster in the world. Josiah's so upset that he has to ride this. I was like, Josiah, you're here? He really did not want to do it, but I was like, you're here, you should try it once. And if you like it, admit it. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. That was the deal.
I was on my way to do Super Duper Looper instead, and I told Mark, if I do this once and I still hate it, he'll leave me alone about it. So I will give an honest opinion. If I enjoy it, I will admit it. Or if I don't mind it, I'll admit that. But I have very low expectations.
Since the last time you did it, they actually released the restraints on the brake run now. So
yeah,
it's
that's
a
what
lot
I'm
less
hearing
painful.
too, so maybe it's not as bad. So I'll give it a try.
And of course, Skylar, Sam, and I love this ride. It's one of our favorites, period, ever. So clearly, we're very excited. Skyrush, boys! Woo! What the hell? Oh my god! Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! I went over here on the bottom of the drop. That was so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah! Whoa! What the fuck? Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! Whoa! Oh my god! Ah! Ow! Whoa! Oh my gosh! Oh, it's so good, bro! I need it again! I need it more! I need it more! Oh, my hair is messed up. That was so cool.
Incredible. Oh my god.
I miss riding that so much. It's just one of the most insane rides in the world.
Bro, after Chocolatier, we're coming back here in Marathon.
I hope the line dies out because I just want to ride this over
by
and
that
over.
point, it will. I swear it will.
Like everyone always talks about how this is not a re-rideable coaster, and I get it. It is a little painful on the thighs. Look at them. They're red. But in my opinion, it's just one of those coasters I want to ride over and over again because there's nothing else like it, and the forces are absolutely crazy. It's absolutely one of my favorite coasters, period. It's I think it might be in my top 10. If it's not, it's right outside my top 10. A lot of you may be wondering, what did Josiah think? That used to be one of your least favorites, period. And how was it this time?
It's still bottom 10 for me. I don't want to be that guy, but it's just not my type of ride.
But you gave it a go.
I gave it a go, and I haven't ridden Storm Runner before, and I've loved every Intimate Accelerator I've ridden. So we have that to look forward to, which I'm super excited for.
Hey, how was that drop though?
The drop's cool. Yeah, the drop's fun.
I told him it has this kink to it, and I can't explain it.
Yeah, it's kind of when you're halfway down, and just kind of like gives this like, it feels like it derails almost. It kind of
Yeah, it does.
just pushes you forward.
Yeah, it's like a double down on a one drop.
I'm gonna grab my stuff, but yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy.
I think the drop is my favorite part of the ride.
I would say that was pretty cuckoo.
The drop to go crazy. I was like a little disappointed, maybe because I was just in a middle seat. I need to try
You
a
didn't
wing
love it as
ride.
much?
I would like to ride it again.
I loved it. The drop is amazing, and it has that kink, like I said. I can't explain it in words. You just have to ride it yourself if you're in the back row. You get some floater on the way down. Halfway down that drop, you just go launching forward, and I have no idea how it happens, but it honestly makes that one of the best drops in the world. After that, you have crushing positives in the valley. You have an incredible ejector airtime hill, one of the best in the world. You have an absolutely insanely intense turn. It definitely shakes a lot there, but it's very intense, very forceful. After that is another camelback that I think is absolutely amazing. And then the part about Sky Rush I think is underrated is it has a lot of cool like lateral moments in the second half, and because of how those restraints are, yes, they're a little uncomfortable, but because of how they are and they kind of leave your whole upper half exposed, you cannot brace at all for these lateral moments in the second half. So there's like a twisted airtime hill, there's an S-bend, there's a stangle dive, and they're all really wild and really intense. So yeah, that is a coaster that I think is totally awesome and super unique. I know it's not for everyone. I appreciate that Josiah gave it a fair shake, even if it's not his thing. He rode it, and I respect that. But definitely we will be back to get more rides on that later, because that was an absolutely phenomenal ride. Up next, we are doing Storm Runner, which I'm super excited for. It's Josiah's first time, and then all of us haven't done it since 2021, obviously. And Storm Runner is just an absolutely fantastic launch coaster. I remember loving this ride so much. It's got a fantastic launch. It's got tons of awesome inversions. It's a short ride, but it's actually a more complete layout than a lot of Intimate accelerators. And in my opinion, they chose some of the best elements they could have. So let's get on Storm Runner, baby. Here they are in the front.
Get ready, here we go.
I've been hyping up Josiah for Storm Runner in the front row.
Guys, we're finally on Storm Runner after all these years.
First time for Josiah, and it's first time in 2 years for me. I love this ride, and I'm so excited.
This looks awesome. Yep, here we go.
Get ready, here we go.
That's an incredible ride.
It's fantastic.
Awesome.
It's fantastic. What a coaster. I really enjoyed getting back on that. Storm Runner was freaking awesome.
It was front row.
It was so fun and so intense. It's just short, but I knew that, and it's
Still
like
feels
worth
longer than
it.
some
Yeah,
others,
like it does a lot in that time. It's
Definitely.
really good.
Definitely, it's packed with elements, and they're all great elements. I love what they chose. Where's Josiah? Why do we always lose him? We lost Josiah, but he really liked it too, as you can see by his reaction on the POV. But yeah, that was awesome. I love that thing. I think it's an incredible supporting coaster for this park. If that was at any other park, it could be the best coaster there. Here it's all the way at 3, and even that's debatable. I mean, with so many coasters, you could easily make an argument that that's like 5 in the park. Speaking of which, we're gonna try to get on Candemonium soon. I think it is down right now, but if it opens back up, we will be first in line to do it. It's a great ride. I can't wait to do Candemonium again. Guys, we're on Candemonium in the front. Woo! I remember really liking this. This is gonna be a great ride. This park is so stacked. They do not need Candemonium. Give it to Dorney or something. I think it's ridiculous. Here we go. Gliding on a cloud or something. Woo! Whoa! Woo! Let's go! 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 Woo! Let awesome. That was awesome. Views of Sky Rush. Oh man. Great ride. That was fantastic.
That was so good.
I love how the wind feels in the front row. That sense of speed is.
Smooth.
Oh yeah, that was like, not only was it so smooth, very little trims, like almost nothing. That was great. It was really fun. It's not as good as Goliath or Shambhala or Mako, but it's up there after that. Hey, Canabonia was great. That was awesome.
It was so good. I grayed out. I had so much room. It was awesome. Yeah, really liked it.
Lots of airtime on that.
Yeah, it's a good ride.
Definitely great. Very smooth and little trims today. So yeah, I think Canabonia was running particularly awesome today. How was Canabonia?
It was very good. Always a good ride, and it was so smooth.
It was so smooth, yeah. It was stupidly smooth today, which of course we always appreciate. We're on the front. Woohoo! Let's see how this is.
Wildcat's Revenge, baby.
Woo! Oh, that's so nice. Look at that.
Oh, Wildcat's Revenge. Brand new RMC.
Here we are. That is just so surprising how good that is. Would have never expected that to be up there for RMCs. I really solidly thought that'd be a mid-tier RMC, but it's amazing.
Dude, it's funny. I actually feel like the second half picks up. Like most coasters kind of die even towards just the last little bit. This thing hauls all the way to the final break.
It's so freaking good. What an amazing top two at this park. Yeah. That was so good in the front.
So good.
Front or back?
Back, but the front is phenomenal too.
I agree.
Hello.
How was it? They rode in the
amazing.
back again.
Amazing.
That is so good. Like, I can't believe how much I like it.
I can't believe that this is in their lineup. Like, how the fuck is this a park?
How was back row?
It was so good again.
We all are in unanimous agreement that that is absolutely incredible and just like the perfect fit for Hersheypark. I think they nailed it, and I don't think they could have done much to make that better. I really think this lineup is just perfect now.
That's true. They have maximized every inch of this layout. Not a single complaint from me about this ride. It is fantastic.
They really have. And we, not to mention, we haven't even gotten on Fahrenheit, Great Bear, Lightning Racer. There's still quite a handful of really excellent coasters in this park that we haven't done yet and that we may do. Definitely want to do Fahrenheit. That's a 100% guarantee that we'll get on that later. The others, if we have time, but honestly, because we've already been here many times before, we've already gotten rides on Lightning Racer and Great Bear in the past, we would rather prioritize re-rides on Wildcat's Revenge and Sky Rush and Storm Runner, which honestly, I really like that we can just take things at a leisurely pace and do what we enjoy as enthusiasts. It's been a really great day, and I'm genuinely enjoying the park. I'm so glad to be back at Hershey. It's a wonderful park. Oh, and by the way, we're doing something a little different right now. We're heading to the Chocolatier restaurant that the park just opened a couple of years ago. I've never eaten here before. We got a reservation for 4:30 p.m. So we're heading there right now. It's like 4:15. The food I've heard is great, and it's a really cool style. You'll see what I mean. The restaurant is just super cool. Very Hersheypark. And there it is up in the corner, the top right corner. It shares this giant building. This is the gift shop that you exit the park. So obviously we'll be coming back in, but gonna be exiting just for this awesome meal that we're gonna have. All over the walls for this restaurant, they talk about the history of Hersheypark and how it came to be and how it's expanded over the years, which is really awesome. Over here you can see the food they're making. This stuff looks absolutely awesome. I see some steaks, I see some wraps, I see some burgers. I ordered a burger myself, which I'm really excited for. And also this is something they have too. I decided not to spend the money. It's a lot. It's like 30 bucks for this, but you can get a Ferris wheel with like all sorts of appetizers on it. It's just super cool. All right, here it is. And this looks amazing. We've got Applewood smoked bacon. Somewhere in here is Hersheypark's chocolate barbecue sauce. I think it's up there on top. This looks amazing. I can't wait to dig in. Let's do a fry test. Oh, I think they're really great. They're not as good as the Knoebels fries, but they're pretty freaking good. There's nothing more beautiful than what I'm looking at right now. Crazy! Did you like it more?
Yeah, it was a lot better that time.
Oh my god, Sky Rush is crazy!
Literally,
It's
oh
crazy.
my god.
And you liked it a lot more.
I liked it better that time. That time was good. I like that.
That's the best ride ever.
It literally, there's no way to brace for any of that. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. You're flopping around in your seat and you can't control yourself. It's so incredible. It started raining.
Oh, I forgot you're like filming a video, right?
We were gonna do Storm Runner, but that launch does not like working in the rain. So we came to Wildcat instead, which I am certainly fine with.
I'm excited to ride it in the rain.
This could have the potential to be absolutely mental.
Yeah.
It's gonna be insane.
This is gonna be awesome. Oh, no, we're holding it. People saw the rain and decided to leave, and now there's no one in line for Wildcat's Revenge. Woo! Shout out to Wildcat's Revenge crew. They are killing it today. Absolutely some of the best ops I've ever seen, and easily the best in the park. As expected, the rain definitely killed a lot of the crowds. Fahrenheit's a 10-minute wait, so that's going to be next. I'm super excited that we have time to do Fahrenheit today. I really wanted to. Here we go. Front row in the rain. You know how us enthusiasts say it, track's wet, I'm wet. Let's go, baby! Whoa! Yeah! Woo! Oh, it hurts! It hurts! Oh, it hurts so bad! Oh! Whoa! Yeah! Oh my god, that's amazing! That is one hell of a ride, especially in the rain. There's literally not a single dead element on that ride. There are a few that maybe aren't as good as the rest. I think of some of the inversions maybe aren't as elite as the rest of the ride, but even the weaker elements on Wildcat's Revenge are pretty damn awesome. That coaster is incredible. It really did exceed expectations. The pacing's relentless. The forces are some of the best in the world. That airtime, especially towards the end, is unbelievable. There's forces out of nowhere that really surprise you, forces you would never expect to see on a coaster like this. Even like a crazy lateral moment on the double down. Phenomenal ride. We're gonna do Fahrenheit next, which I've been looking forward to all day long.
Literally, that was like, I described it as like a wind tunnel with like zero gravity.
No idea what was going on. I couldn't open my eye. Oh my.
Do you like the front or the back more?
I mean, that ride was absolutely fucking insane. So like, but like, airtime is better on the back, but I don't know.
It's pretty much equal. It's pretty amazing in both. Yeah, that is a winner, Hersheypark. You guys killed it. Yes, let's go, Fahrenheit. Hey, we're on Fahrenheit. We actually had time to do this one. And what's funny is, yesterday at Knoebels, if you saw that vlog, oh my god, vertical lift tilt. If you saw that vlog, we did Impulse, which is kind of like the zero knockoff of a Eurofighter. This is the intimate knockoff of a Eurofighter. But I remember liking this a lot more than many Eurofighters. So here we go. Woo! Oh! That is so underrated. How does no one talk about that?
Literally.
It's so good. And it's better than I think any Eurofighter in the world. I think I would take that. Maybe Fluke von Novgorod is the only one, but I think I would take that over Shell Razor easily. That was awesome. Fahrenheit is super underrated, and I don't know why people don't talk about that ride.
It's so good.
I love it.
It's very whippy and like I don't know, it just goes all over the place. It's super fun.
And the near miss, that one.
Oh
hill,
yeah,
the near
that,
miss thing.
that whole hill is
Like,
amazing.
the sequencing of the inversions is like amazing. Like
Yeah.
it feels so smooth going from one to the other.
It is a little bit, you know, like
Shaky.
rough, shaky.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's not like bad. Like it doesn't really hinder the experience that much.
No, yeah, it's definitely not bad. We've had an absolutely amazing time at Hersheypark today. It's been incredible to get back here. This park has so much to do, so many coasters to enjoy. Honestly, when I say I enjoy the coasters here, I'm not kidding. I love this lineup. It's literally possibly my favorite in the world right now because there's so much diversity and there's no gap at all anymore after they got Wildcat's Revenge. I really have always said, Wildcat, RMC it. That's the only thing they needed to do. And now that that's done, I don't know what they could do in the future. It's a perfect lineup now. And while we're on the topic of Fahrenheit, Josiah just showed up. He split off a little bit to do his own thing. But how have you been enjoying the day, and how was Fahrenheit earlier?
The day was great. Fahrenheit was fantastic. I love that ride. I'm graying out for like the whole ride. It's awesome. But Wildcat, are you joking?
In the
last
rain,
ride
it's-
of the day,
oh
in
my
the rain, they let me and a ton of other enthusiasts get as much room as possible on those restraints. And just like Area Force 1 at Fun Spot, man, every element, you're just smacking the top of that restraint and getting insane amounts of airtime.
Yeah,
It
that
was
Wildcat's
so
a
sick.
winner. That was a big winner for this park.
Wildcat is a big winner, yes.
Yeah, and the park itself, I don't think, I was talking about in the vlog, I don't think you can round out the lineup any more than you already have. It's just
No,
perfect.
it's perfect.
Phenomenal.
Hershey's, it really is a 10 out of 10 park. Like
It's one of the best.
Not had a
One
bad
of the
day
best
here.
in the world.
It's amazing.
Yes, the park is a great time every single time. The rides are great, but on top of that, the park is well run. And that's the thing that I've really noticed about Hersheypark over the years. They have the budget, because they're owned by the Hershey company, they have the budget to basically go crazy and just invest in these giant roller coasters that cost a fortune, but they also run the park incredibly well because it's an independent property and they're only focused on one park. So that's why you have a lot of Six Flags parks and even some Cedar Fair and SeaWorld parks that maybe don't have the best reputation. It's because they're focusing on so many different parks. Obviously they have their own teams, and I do appreciate these teams. I think they do a great job in some areas, but in others it's just nicer to have an independently owned park. So that's why I think Hersheypark is just a fantastic park in every facet. We had some amazing times at Hershey, like by far.
We did. We totally did. It was such a good day. It was crowded, but we made the most of it.
Mine's
And it
moved
definitely
quick.
got better.
The rain scared away everyone.
Yeah, and it got rid of the heat.
Hey, but guys, if you're watching, don't leave during the rain. That's the best time to be at a park, because as long as it's not one of the parks that, you know, close things in the rain, everyone leaves, the lines are quieter, and the rides are flying. So yeah, it's been a great time. Hersheypark in the rain. It's been pretty wild. Love this place, and I cannot wait for the next time I'm here in Hershey, Pennsylvania to check out this world-class theme park. I genuinely love this place. Until next time, guys, tomorrow we'll be at one of the 2 Virginia parks, which I can't wait for. We'll definitely be going to both. We don't know about the order yet, but we're really excited to be going back to both. They're amazing, and we really look forward to it. I'll see you guys then. Peace out, guys.